And with that, we should be live. Good evening and good morning, everybody. We are back.
We found the cigarettes, but only enough for one stream.
It's alright. I'll be going back for more, especially now that they have quick, sorry, it's in the channel name. I have to do it. I actually have something beer related to talk about.
Ooh, exciting.
So, good old Lawson's, which is one of the convenience store chains out here. They've started releasing their own brand of beer.
Interesting.
What is this, convenience store beer?
A convenience store beer, and it's way better than it has any right to be. No, it's because it's not even convenience store beer. It is all right. Lawson's 3-star Gold Master beer-like alcoholic beverage.
I've never heard it described in such a way.
Now, in Japanese, it just says Gold Master and then the big kanji for fresh. But for something that's convenience store brand beer, they were like, you know what? Let's make it 6% alcohol.
I salute these men.
And it is like it's delicious. It has supplanted most of my go-tos at this point, and so far I've only had one bad can.
So I just did a quick search, and I was wondering, why is it called Lawson? Turns out it is a store that originated in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio.
Does it still exist there, or is it like Mr.
No, it
Donuts where it
exists.
rebranded?
Yeah, it moved to Japan, apparently. It was J.J. Lawson, started it in Ohio. You have him to thank. How did it end up in Japan? I'm getting there.
Because Mr. Donuts also started in America and then became Dunkin' Donuts in the States, which is way different than the Mr. Donuts we know and love out here.
Oh, it became Circle K.
Interesting.
That's what happened. Oh, I see. Okay, so they turned into Circle K, and then they signed some deal with a Japanese company and opened their first store in Osaka in June 1975. Oh, and they're mostly owned by Mitsubishi.
Ah.
Thanks, Mitsubishi.
Oh yeah, because they've got their 50-year anniversary stuff going on right now.
That's interesting. Okay, well, the more you know.
Shoot, I had something I was going to say and I completely forgot what it was now.
Was it about the beer?
It had something to do with Lawson's. Circle K. I was unpacking winter clothing, which I have not touched since we moved out here. And in the pocket of my winter coat, I found a half-eaten bag of Circle K chocolate-covered almonds, which I promptly threw away because they've been in that pocket for at least 2 years.
See, I thought I was the one that was supposed to stick random things in pockets for the winter.
You actually eat the stuff you stick in your pockets. I just put it there and forget it's there for like 2.5 years. More like 3 years.
It's like a squirrel, but without the fall brain size increase.
It's like when I found I pulled a bag of old Skittles out of an old MRE, which makes it like doubly old, right? And they had over time aged into a sugary candy placenta.
That's a phrase I never thought I'd hear. Thank you for that.
It was delicious, but I felt real guilty about eating it afterwards, even though it's no more sugar than just eating a bag of non-melted Skittles.
Yeah.
I also learned that Haribo gummies will also turn into a candy placenta if you leave them sitting around in greater than 100-degree heat.
I mean, I feel like most gummy candy would do that.
It's not as good as the Skittles though.
Hmm.
These are the life lessons that I come to this stream for.
Hmm.
Where else would you get such boutique knowledge?
Who else is out there leaving their candy out in the desert, eating it? Certainly not Mr. Wonka. He's more of a jungle candy man. I don't know, maybe the Oompa Loompas have candy placentas. More research may be required, but is not advised.
Yeah, it's best to leave the privacy of indigenous peoples alone.
Anyway, I'm on Christmas vacation, so I actually have time to stream again.
Yeah, it's been a bit, hasn't it?
This one's a bit impromptu. I do want to get another dedicated Arknight stream in before I go off vacation. But this one, I'm calling this one the Steam sampler. I imagine most of this stuff is on sale, but this is stuff I've collected over time or recently been gifted. Thank you, Squirrel. So I just figure we'll try some stuff out and either like play each one until we get bored with it or I get tired of dying, and then we'll try out something else. So I've got the three in the thumbnail are up on the docket today. So we're starting out with the Citadel, also known as Waifustein. It's basically like classic Doom, but the programmer was like, I want realistic bullet drop physics. And also, I'm an anime artist, so it's like Doom with better gun physics and waifus. And I'll
The
probably...
natural evolution of all things.
I'm trying out the base controls. I'm tempted to rebind them because they're not quite the same as Helldiver controls, and I will probably slip up. So,
You must begin your quest.
yep, I'm basically at the beginning of this game. I've played like one level of it. Just let me know how the stream's coming through on Discord.
Seems nominal for the moment.
Right? So it's like Doom.
Yeah, I'd say this is actually pretty dark forces.
Except you are an anime
Oh, I
girl.
see. Okay. All right. Yep. Oh, wow. Okay. That is a kick animation.
Right, crouch. Nope, that was eat food. We're already off to a great start here.
Don't we call these boomer shooters now?
She's hungry.
Yes. This is... Alright, I'd rather do... And do the realistic bullet physics. I'm also pretty sure I can get killed by the ricochet if I stand here.
Yeah, this is the first like Doom style game where I've seen corner like poking.
Yeah, really.
I've tried bum rushing this part before, which does actually kind of work, but I'm trying out a different approach this time.
Aha.
And also, I'm just really enjoying the machine gun.
It has a nice, satisfying, clang to it.
One thing that's a little tricky is so Q and E are like you're built. You're trying to like tilt and move at the same time is. There we go. Now, all right. Working. We're figuring it out. I'm trying to remember what my crouch command is. Let's see.
Ever seen those diagrams of how like
Left control.
just
There we go.
based on viewpoint, you would actually be holding the gun in various FPSs? They just karate. Oh, okay. They've got actual weapons.
The most powerful weapon of all. Feet.
Grippas.
Did Michael Zaki
But,
work on this one?
And then let's see. Z is heal. There, okay. One of the cool things you can do with this, I'll show you if it becomes appropriate. There's a pistol grenade you can use. We'll try it.
I think I see a goon lurking up top of the building. He turned into chunks of flesh.
Fortunately, being crouched doesn't really affect your moving speed at all.
This is like an advanced version of the Slav squat. You can actually just move at normal speed.
It's very satisfying. Oh, the other cool thing is you can shoot their Molotovs out of the air.
I like how if the Molotov doesn't hit you, it just kind of cracks harmlessly against the wall. They're
It only
like,
sets you on fire.
exactly. They're personal.
These are smart Molotovs.
Yeah. Chemicals
something
only
very-
react.
Being able to shoot the Molotovs out of the air feels very like arcade game-ish.
By the way, Martel is asking if there's room for one more.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I will reply so you may continue killing King.
Open invitation if I'm streaming in here.
The whole gang is up in here on a beautiful Sunday morning.
Who's that guy? And stay out.
Welcome to the Steam Sampler. May I take your order?
Take a retro clone with a side of slop.
Feeling creative day, aren't we? I don't know if I'll call this slop. This actually seems pretty well put together.
This is more like incredibly
I was
niche
just-
overlap of interests.
I was just
You
leaning
get
into the
a-
meme.
Can
Now,
we
you're
get
supposed to say, can I get a Metroidvania with roguelike elements?
Oh, yes. And survival
So
crafting
graphics.
on the side.
Oh, there you go.
With a
I-
splash of deck building, please.
We have created
There we go.
game.
Thanks
What
for
on
This is-
reloading.
This is a game about raising children. Why is it survival roguelike with deck building?
Oh, so
It's got also PvP.
I don't remember the name of the game, but apparently someone built like adult game where you're like trapped on an island with some lady.
Oh
And,
yeah, I heard about
apparently
that.
it had an incredibly deep crafting system and survival system to the point where like the community is not playing it as an H game, they're playing it as survival crafting. And some of them have even like locked the love interest in a cage to stop her from interfering with their building.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Silence when I must build things from coconuts.
Alright. Oh,
Honestly,
flamethrower guy.
I can see that happening.
Like, give him the axe.
There's very pleasant, non-violent metallic sounds as he gets hit with the axe, like you're
I like how
gently
he just
ringing a
explodes
bell.
into 50 bits.
Just-
He looks
just-
like those armored infantry from like Legend of Galactic Heroes. Uh-oh.
Oh shoot.
Oh, that's a grenade.
Oh.
Was that bits of you that just flew all over the place?
Yup.
Did
Where
they
were
shoot your
you
grenade
at
out of
life?
here?
No,
No, it bounced off the
it
ceiling.
bounced off the ceiling.
Oh.
Alright, we'll try the bum rush approach this time and see if it gets us anywhere faster.
I want to see a speedrun of this game. And then somebody's like, wow, you kicked her into the wall and she blew up.
Walls are
Excellent
dangerous.
50 out of 10.
And speed run of this game, like most Doom-like games, it's basically a one long Souls run, right?
I actually think they're kind of fun to watch because these people get so freaking good at it.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Although I do find it funny when the speedrunning community governing boards make determinations on whether a speedrun counts for something or other. Like they have categories for glitchless speedruns, and then within the category of glitch speedruns with known or unknown glitches.
Yeah, at a certain point that starts becoming like a thing if a game's popular enough. Like, probably the best example of that is Ocarina, because if you're just doing like clear the game as fast as possible and just get to the credits, it's like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because there's a glitch you can do that makes you wrong warp to the credits.
There's
And
actually
people
around.
decided that, hey, that's really cool, but, you know, that's why there's a separation of that actually specifically excludes that one. It's called SRM, which is stale reference manipulation, long story short, you can use to just do all kinds of wacky stuff. I won't bore you with the details, but basically this category is where you don't use that, so you actually play through a nice chunk of the game and you can do all the other cool tricks and skips and stuff, right? So it kind of makes sense to have those separated.
Yeah.
Or people
Yeah,
do
one
also
word.
100%, which is like we get all of the items in the game as fast as possible.
There was a rather fascinating video I saw a while back of the like 5 or so of the main developers of Doom 2016 watching a speedrunner go through their game.
They just like gut it.
No, actually, they were quite impressed.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like the speedrunner just destroys the game, and they're just like, "Whoa, puggers!"
Well, specifically, he used glitches to bypass like 80% of the game content. And it's funny because on video, the developer's going, I didn't know that was possible. How did we not catch that? Should we patch that out? No, I don't think we should, because then it would completely invalidate all the previous runs.
There's one of that of the Halo devs watching the Halo 2 speedrun. And they're just like trash talking their own level design. They're like, this level sucks. Who made that? You made that, Marty. It's like, no, you made that.
Hoop.
And they're like, yeah, we probably went a little overboard with the sniper jackals in Halo 2. And it's like, you think?
They're just freaking sniper jackals.
That's why I won't play the game on Legendary. It's actually just not fun.
Like, it's like that.
Beam you instantly the second you step around a corner.
There were moments when I almost rage quit Halo 3 when I started the game. Because that was my first Halo, and you remember that forest mission?
Did you play on Legendary for your first playthrough?
No, I played on normal.
Okay. I mean, if
But
you don't, yeah, I think that there
it was
are
my
sniper
first
jackals
Halo.
in that first one. Yeah.
I was not good at the time.
Fortunately, I did play that co-op, so we managed to, multi-death our way through. Dude, that is like some Revolver Ocelot level reloading going on right there.
It's really satisfying that she only reloads one at a time. So you have to tap R for every bullet you reload in the Magnum.
Oh, wow.
There's nothing quite like the feeling of slamming a fresh round into a well-oiled chamber.
Yeah. Somehow, the most tooth-grindingly frustrating levels in Halo 3 on Legendary, Iron Man, are the first one and the penultimate one.
I could see that.
Freaking High Charity. That,
I can't believe I hit him
Just-
from there.
I actually hate that level.
I have to play that again. The last time I played that was like 3 years ago, so the frustration might have, fallen out of my brain. I'm just like, Halo.
Yeah.
It's the one... High Charity, if I had to sum up why I hate it.
Is that with the rocket launcher?
Extremely... What?
Oh
Is
no!
it with the
Oh
rocket
no!
launcher?
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oops.
You were doing so well.
I know.
I was like, he's gonna clear it, and then he just jumps off the ledge.
High Charity...
Void.
High Charity is the one where you're knife fighting 30 Flood Pure Strains in an arena 30 feet wide.
Yeah.
I just have to say Flood
Yeah.
Pure Strain, and it's just, yeah. Like, the Flood Pure Strains are an interesting enough enemy, but they're really damage spongy. And fighting a bunch of them at once in extremely tight spaces is just not fun. Plus, there's always a risk when you introduce a new enemy faction. I preferred fighting the Covenant, and by the end of the game, it's just Flood.
Well, I mean, it's not like that's new for Halo 3. They had that for the other ones as well.
Yeah. But still.
We won't say too much, because somebody here still needs to play the Halo.
Master Chief Collection is an excellent investment when it's on sale.
I
think he
have
owns
it.
it.
Yep.
I just need to actually play the Halos.
Same problem, not to the, like, it's not as much of a problem in Halo, because the Flood at least is still fun to fight, even if I preferred Covenant. But a game that really screwed things up in that regard was Bioshock Infinite.
I played through that once when it was new.
Yeah.
and I don't remember much about it, other than that I didn't like it very much.
It must be
Bioshock Infinite,
But-
especially the extra DLC that tied it to the original, like, it it felt like it was trying way too hard to be big brainy and be like, ooh, what a twist, and look at this thing, and it altered it, it all loops, ooh.
Yeah.
And it just honestly made me angry. It started out charming, and then I was like, okay.
But my biggest problems are a game design thing, and let me get my coffee and I'll explain why.
It very much was like an early. I don't want to say. This is gonna sound really inflammatory. It was an early Reddit game in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I would agree 100% there.
I don't want to go into that right now, but it's just like it became very much a chore to slog through to the end.
Yeah. The enemies weren't as well written, too. Like, it didn't seem as believable.
I did like the robot George Washingtons. That was the one part I thought.
Oh, yeah, that was cool. Although...
Just like, they have miniguns.
Yeah. I was gonna say, as far like...
Oh, he blew himself up.
So, leaving aside the story and characters, which I view as a warning of the dangers of trying to follow up something iconic, it's like trying to catch lightning in a bottle. They're trying to make something as memorable as Andrew Ryan, and, well...
They failed.
How do you do that?
Well, they also didn't seem to have as good of an understanding of the philosophies they were maligning as they did in 1 and 2.
Well, what philosophy?
That was dumb.
There was no philosophy in Infinite. They were just trying to make some quantum... Anyway.
Yeah.
Point being, there are... So to explain for those who have not played Bioshock Infinite, you go to a floating city, which is undergoing an imminent revolution, and for most of the game, you're fighting the private army of the guy in charge of the city. I'm just going to call them regulars because I can't remember what the game called them. Then there are bits where you have to fight the revolutionaries. Now, both of these sides have their own distinct weapons. And if I recall correctly, you fight the rebels exactly twice, possibly 3 times, in a 12 or 15 level game. I don't remember exactly which. Once in the middle, and then the very end when you're facing the final boss. And your weapon upgrades are weapon specific. So if you're anything like me, you'll spend the entire playthrough upgrading the regular weapons because those are the weapons you have. And then get to the very end and find out that you're now expected to use all of the rebel weapons, and if you didn't save up your upgrades for those, well, sorry, but you're SOL.
Yeah, that's kind of crummy.
I believe you.
I didn't notice because I just, like went full melee skyhook monster and maxed out my crow summoning abilities to kind of hold people in place until I could myrtleize them to death. So I didn't have that problem, but also as a result, in doing so, most of the enemies kind of felt the same. Like, it's just, oh, okay, it's a guy shooting at me.
Well, if you're going to go with the mono build, that does tend to happen, yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I do that a lot in games, and generally speaking, there's at least some feeling of differentiation with the enemies.
I should not have tried that. I should have gone back downstairs and reloaded, or axed him.
He looks fairly
Remaining
talented.
stationary while being shot is generally contraindicated.
Unless, of course,
Look at you with the big
I was
words.
gonna say, even in Dark Tide, I'm not remaining stationary when I'm getting shot, when I'm on my slab shield Ogren. I am walking forward slowly as they desperately try and kill me and are unable to until I walk over and beat them to death. It's probably one of the best feelings I've had in a game in a while, where like there's an entire gun line and they're pouring fire into me, and I just kind of shield up and walk calmly forward, and then bonk, 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 bonk.
I'll give you a sniper rifle in this game.
That would be too easy. Got a Sterling.
get
The
it
best
right
I
at the
can do
very
is a
end.
Sterling with iron sights.
Do you think I wonder if the pistol will be easier to hit them with from this distance?
Say if they're does the bullet drop off vary between weapons?
Yes, this was made by a guru artist and gun artist.
A what artist?
Japanese art subgenre focusing on grotesque subject matter. Hence why everybody
okay.
explodes.
Oh, Guro.
Oh, I thought you said Guro, like Gower Guro.
I was gonna be like, what does that have to do
I was
with
just
blowing
like-
up?
That would explain things, yes.
Touch the tail. By the way, audience, I don't actually really pay too much attention to VTubers. That is one of the only things I know about the little shark lady. It is kind of amusing watching VTuber stuff from the outside and just like getting the random snippets of insanity or drama that flow through into the main line of YouTube or everywhere else on the internet.
Impressive just how much meltdowns there are.
It seems like a very mentally unstable profession.
I
It's
agree.
It's a subgenre of every single profession which involves putting yourself in the public eye requires at least some degree of narcissism and insanity.
Yeah, I would agree. It seems like it basically, it's honestly just if it's streaming. No offense to the current fearless leader blasting his way through weird robed anime culture, but yeah, I've noticed that with streamers in general, the inevitable tantrums and ego-related issues come out sooner or later, unless you are a chill fella.
It helps that I'm
By the
not
way, I
doing this
put it-
for a paycheck.
This is true.
Yeah,
There's that. I think that's a major factor. I'll get back to
Hobby
that
streamers tend to be more stable.
It tends to bring out people's insecurities and weak points, shall we say, a little more than other stuff does.
Yeah, and I say tend to be more stable because there are some communities that have had some very impressive flameouts for extremely niche things that involve like 3 people, but that's 3/4 of the community.
Oh my gosh.
You know, the
1
like
HP.
small hobby forums.
You better.
Yeah.
That was the first time I've ever jumped up on that platform like that, and I was like, cool, there's health up here. And also, you're totally exposed to that dude you don't normally have to fight till later.
Just
In some ways, it might be kind of nice to get him out of the way early,
Yeah.
does
since you know he's there.
strafing allow you to avoid long range fire?
he made a nice goofy noise.
Like doing the FPS dance?
Looks like it does. Yeah. Not enough money.
There we
Uh-oh.
go.
How dare you be poor?
The FPS dance probably does help.
Because it looks like the bullets are ballistic.
Well, bullets are often ballistic, but yes, I know. Sorry, I'm being a jerk.
That's right, I do have the energy cell now. Alright, let's see. There's still at least one dude alive. Oh, it's the dude made of grenades.
Oh, you weren't kidding. He's made of grenades.
Yeah, it's a nice side effect.
Remind me never to wear a suit of armor made of grenades.
Hmm.
I
It's
mean,
suboptimal.
if you're going to engage in melee, I would think a suit of armor made of grenades is quite a good idea.
Well,
Like
do you want to
in,
come home afterwards?
Like an Edge of Tomorrow where they strap the claymores to the front of their powered armor.
That was a bold choice.
I was thinking more just, if I lose, the other guy's not going to have any time to enjoy it.
So that's just the real life martyrdom perk.
I was about to say it's a souped up martyrdom perk. It's like how, in 40k, there's this space wolf who has a stasis bomb surgically implanted in his torso and tied to a dead man's switch for his heart.
Oh, Lucas.
So that way,
Yeah.
whoever manages to kill him is going to get frozen for eternity staring at his laughing face.
I was gonna say, so again, 40k lore is 40k lore. From what I remember, it's not just hooked up to his heart. Space Marines normally have two hearts. He lost one of his in a fight, and instead of having it replaced, he replaced with just another vat-grown heart or something, or a bionic. He had it replaced with, and I think in some editions, you're right, I have seen it as a stasis grenade, but I've also seen it as a void grenade, which essentially, like, imagine a black hole, but instead of the black hole just spaghettificationing you, it takes you to hell. So essentially, yeah,
Where
if
we're
you
going,
kill Lucas the
we
Trickster,
won't need eyes to see.
exactly.
You go to hell and then you die.
Well, you don't. That's the problem.
That's what Mario told me. If I do drugs,
Unless you're, there was another story which I found quite charming of an orc war boss who, and orcs are just all about finding the biggest fight. So the war boss
They're
leads his
charming,
entire
by the way.
law directly into the warp because, hey, demons are fun to fight. There should be loads of demons in the warp.
he was correct.
And they start doing what orcs do and eventually make it to this planet which is held by a major lieutenant of Khorne. And the orcs kind of mess the demons up for a while, and then they get ground down by the demons being able to respawn inside the warp.
Yeah, it's cheating.
But Khorne just really liked the way the war boss tore a bloodthirster limb from limb with his bare hands, so he resurrected all of the orcs to make them fight again, and basically created Orc Valhalla, which made the orcs extremely happy. Because they're nuts.
This fella's name, in true Orky fashion, Tuska Daemon Killer. Incidentally, something that is a fan theory and I really, really hope is true, because it would lead to something really wonderful if Games Workshop
There's turrets right
had
there.
more than 2 brain cells, is we may get a similar fight, because it's possible.
Okay, so
Uh-oh.
who else is shooting at me?
Possibly
he's
on the roof.
Hmm.
Also, when did you get a laser?
It's the secondary effect of the submachine gun once you acquire those energy packets.
Lovely.
Might want to check
Yeah,
the roof to your
he's on
left.
the
Yeah,
line.
he's
Oh,
definitely.
yep.
That is dastardly.
So are all of these enemies anime girls, or are they sometimes dudes?
I think they're all anime girls. But I think it may just be a right, they're not the same as humans. It's just a species, anime girl, that reproduces by budding.
It'd always be your own that hurts you the worst.
I'm still just trying to reconcile Passion Project made by a gun autist and a Guro artist.
It's interesting, alright.
And if any of you don't know what Guro is, keep
Do
it
not
that way.
research.
I don't know, I was just told it's
Yeah.
like gore and stuff.
Yeah, it's.
I feel like I'm good. Feel like I'm good.
You can probably guess where it goes from there. Just don't enter it into Google.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I don't put in the Google.
Yeah.
It's what's one more item to the list?
It's so extensive at this point.
Alright, all out of grenades. We'll have to do this the old-fashioned way.
I mean, you could try standing at one end of the bridge, waiting until it fires, and then running up the other side.
I actually kind of like that hop and shoot. You know.
Okay, you know? Level design seems pretty decent from what I've seen.
I love the bullets casings just lying all over the floor.
Mm-hmm.
There should be an option for them to not despawn, so the entire level is just riddled with bullet casings.
It actually takes advantage of the gamer trend of never looking up, never looking left or right once you've gone forward. Kind of that, you know, that the Soul's Closet thing, where you walk into a room and, oh, there was a guy right behind the door.
Yeah.
Always check for squishy doors.
This is why it pays to
And they
be.
give you health at the end of the bridge. Okay.
This is why it
Nice.
pays to be a paranoid person who has played any of the alien shooter games, because they're everywhere.
The Alien horror RTS game was interesting.
I wonder where they made one.
Yeah. It was, what was it? Aliens Dark Descent.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that was an
That's right.
RTS.
Yep.
Any relation to Amnesia: The Dark Descent?
Thankfully, no. But, no, they actually made a horror RTS, which is surprising.
Oh,
I am
God,
not
dude.
serious.
Here he is! What were we just saying? Oh, that's devious game. Alright.
Yep. But, I mean, that game, I did play it through to the end, but I wasn't really having fun by the end. It just... The gameplay loop is fun for the first few levels, and then it gets kind of samey.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. Like, it's not a bad game.
Hey, at least it's not Aliens versus Colonial Marines, which... Oof.
Also, the story started off good, and then, like, because it was like, oh, they're actually avoiding the common pitfalls of these types of stories, and then they immediately just jump into the pitfalls in this back half.
All right, I think we're safe down there for now.
I still would jump.
Free falling.
Now, what would be
Shame those
really
airbags don't reduce the fall, speed.
Hold
What
on,
you-
I need play.
Oh, the floor is lava. Oh, there. Okay, cool. That's what
Why
the
wouldn't it be?
that's what the trick was that the floor is lava.
I thought it was a bottomless pit.
Yeah, I actually did.
Because it looks just like the bottomless pit on the rest of the level.
You can see a slightly less bottomless floor beneath it, I guess.
I guess.
Maybe that's what we're going for.
Now,
I feel like this is
what would be a really
telling me I'm about
jerk
to go
move?
into a boss room.
Seems likely, yeah.
Try to reload your guns.
What would be a really jerk move is if they do the old school Doom thing, where they have monsters waiting behind walls that look exactly like all the other walls. And once you're
Like
good
the
and
wall
stuck,
opens and like
the
50
walls
dudes
pop
flood in
open.
the room.
yes.
Oh, I think we made it to the end of this level.
Whee!
Surprise! Instant death. No,
That w-
officially? Yeah.
Surprise! You needed to learn how to wall run.
The hallway. Oh, this seems very straightforward. Just a
The
hallway,
boss is
right?
gonna be John Hallway.
Probably
Shotgun.
explosive barrels.
Ooh, shotgun. That's new. Oh, blunderbuss. I see you, cultist.
Yeah, those scream explosive barrel to me.
What? They're not yellow. How can that be?
They gotta put yellow paint on them. Ooh.
That's a pretty
So-
good radius.
The yellow paint argument, actually, that one seems to have really kicked off, at least in the corners of the internet I lurk in.
Good old yellow.
And I may have a controversial opinion on it.
I mean, go for it. No, wait, we're no strangers to controversies here.
Yes. Controversial? Us? Perish the
Never.
thought. But, I actually do think there's an argument to be made for it, at least in certain aspects. Because games are by necessity limited. Making a game is about choosing what to leave out as much as what to put in. And that means that some items you can interact with. Some items are just background.
Alright, I definitely need to run around this level or dudes are just gonna sneak up on me.
You can see them on your radar.
I can. Oh, we're looking at it.
We'll work on it. You gotta build
Oh,
that
there's a
instinct
radar.
To be fair,
to check
yeah, I
the
was gonna.
corner screen.
I just noticed that there was a radar.
Where would the fun in that be?
I wouldn't even really. Well, again, us, but I wouldn't consider that really a radical take of any kind, just because like, but especially if it's disguised well, like they have it set up so that it's not like.
Apparently my feet do need reloading.
Mm.
Well, yeah,
But,
try to kick as rapidly as possible in real life.
Dude.
But yeah, the point being, maybe the splashing everything with yellow paint is a bit insulting, but there needs to be some way to tell the players. Like, what I was thinking of is a warehouse segment of this game where there are some puzzles you need to do which involve moving crates around, and there are some hidden things that you get by moving crates
Right.
around, and you need something to say, okay, this crate is movable, the 16 stacks of crates over here are not. Especially when...
How do you? They look movable, that kind of thing. Do they?
Oh, that was
suicide
a
bombers.
that was a room.
Yeah.
And this one,
That wasn't- I
Entirely
think
of
there were, like-
grenadiers.
like, there were 3 types of crates, basically all the same dimensions. just slightly different shading.
I kind of keep shooting at
And-
corpse.
Gotta be sure. I'd do the same thing.
Depending on where you were in the level, any one of those 3 crates could be movable. And any one of those 3 crates could be immovable and actually just background.
Well, if we go back to the days of yore, this would be something you'd expect in, like, original Legend of Zelda, where some of the blocks you can push to open up something, but you don't know. I'm glad they moved away from that, because I think that's one of the less fun parts of that game, but
Yes.
in later games, you have an interaction command. Basically, if you move up to a crate that's movable, you can see that you can move it.
Yes.
With, like, the control. The button says, grab. Which I think is, that's one way to do it, with the controls.
Which is still... I mean, that helps, but I still don't like when some items might be interactable, some might not be, and the only way to check is to walk up to every single one of them and tap it.
Yeah.
So you may be interested in then the way that Metroid Prime does it. There's this big feature of the game called the scan visor, and you can walk around and scan items, enemies. It gives you information and stuff. You might have seen it in the Batman Arkham games.
I was going to say, isn't that also just a kind of a staple of Metroid Prime?
Yes. That's kind of one of their big things, and this actually does kind of solve the issue of what's interactable, because you can see that it's interactable through the scan visor, and you kind of get trained to one of your inner rooms. You just start, if there's enemies, you might fight them first, but you just start scanning to see what's going on. They put lore and the story details in that. They put hints to maybe hidden items. It's like, oh, this structure looks, structural integrity is unstable, could be destroyed with explosives of a certain grade, that kind of thing.
Right.
So I think it handles that one pretty well.
Like, it doesn't
Especially
necessarily
in that
have...
nature of game.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that was...
That was a different
Watch
room,
out
but
for
I instinctively swung. That was not good. Alright, so this next one, we know it's full of them. We're just going to open the door and then back up and then shoot them.
Good idea.
I think that got him.
I think you got him. Nice.
But
Hang on, let me find a sternum
Yeah,
to rub. Sternum, no sternum. Can't be sure.
there's this comic that I saw of... I can't remember where I found it, but it was kind of spiffing off of the Resident Evil series, and the yellow paint thing, trying to make the argument that yellow paint's okay, or not okay. It can be hard to keep track of sometimes. Because in old Resident Evils, slightly more cartoony PS2 graphics, and I guess they had sparkles around interactable items. And then the second panel is the same scene, but more realistic style, with yellow paint splashed over everything interactable.
Well, and I was going to say, it doesn't. You don't always have to do it with yellow paint. You can just include it in the design language of the game you're doing. Like, say for example, like you could, even if you just want to keep it paint, it doesn't have to be bright ass neon yellow. If that's something that wouldn't make sense.
Yes, and I do find the actual use of yellow paint to mark things kind of garish, but I do think that there needs to be something to say, this is an interactable item as opposed to the scenery, because there's a lot of that these days, just scenery.
I was going to say, there was what was the what was it? Oh, the Plague Tale, which first one was great, second one sucked. But
really?
But I think if I remember correctly, it's been like a year since I've played them. But things
that's the one with all the rats, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Labor vermintide, but essentially the with the way that's set up, there's some coloring, etc. And it's usually like, a question of like white or something like chalky that doesn't really feel too out of place in the medieval setting. It keeps it grungy, it keeps with the atmosphere of the game. Whereas, like, say for example, if I don't know, was it Resident Evil Village that had the like garish yellow paint?
That was the 4 remake.
Okay,
and also God of War. And
okay, yeah,
like there is a problem with the default lazy thing is just splash everything interactable with bright paint.
yeah, but like, yeah, I would definitely agree that it's not stupid to have notifications about things being interactable, but you can do it artfully or you can be dumb about it.
Yeah. And it's okay if it's obvious. Like, okay, Clair Obscure. I'm going to give an example. They've got some rock climbing mechanics in there. It's not a core feature of the game, it's just sometimes a level will have, here's how you get
I think
from...
that was something I was going to expect from that game, I'll be honest.
Say again?
I would not expect a RPG to have rock climbing, but alright.
Well, not like a minigame, just
Yeah.
you walk up to the wall, press forward on the stick,
Like just
and
navigation, okay.
yeah.
Oh, right.
The explanation is that one of the previous expeditions was the Rock Climber expedition, and their whole thing was just laying infrastructure for all the follow-on expeditions.
Oh, so when they say 33, they literally mean there's 32 previous ones.
No, they're 67. They're counting down from 100.
And that's not related to the stupid meme.
It predates it
Okay, cool.
significantly. It's just a
That's
horrible, horrible coincidence.
Okay, so they're counting down, and don't tell me anymore. I will play that someday.
You'll find out if you play the game in the first, 10 minutes.
Or watch the trailer.
It's a world in which the world has been shattered. Paris is on an island, and there's a giant monolith facing Paris with a number on it that counts down every year. And if you are if you are the age above the number, you disappear. So if you are 34 and the monolith counts down to 33, everybody 34 years old turns into dust.
Hold on, I gotta check.
Do you stop
Disintegrates.
aging as as long as you be approaching it twice as fast?
Sorry?
Do you stop aging or something at the same time?
No, you disintegrate.
Otherwise, if it's counting down and you're counting up because you're getting older.
Yes.
So it's really not great. But
it's not your number,
Yeah.
it's everyone's number.
yeah.
So, 33 is aware that they're going to be one of the last expeditions, and they are approaching the last generation.
Because once it gets down to Expedition 2, I don't think you're sending a bunch of babies to.
Yeah.
Well, no, basically, once it hits 16, that's over. You're just making yourself as comfortable as you can while humanity ends.
Interesting premise.
So the expeditions are trying to reach the monolith to stop what they call the gommage, which is the disintegration.
I was gonna say it seems really cool, but
Oh no, it's actually quite a good game. It's just become really trendy to hate it and call it Cineslop or whatever. And also, I've seen people hate on it for having a Hans Zimmer brewm soundtrack, which is just not even
You were telling
true.
us about this the other day.
Yeah, it would be like
yes.
hating Ace Combat for not having real planes. You can hate it for whatever reason, but that's just not applicable.
yeah, it's so.
Planes.
If
Like-
it's supposed to be more of an artsy game that's supposed to be pretty, what
It's
is wrong with
French.
using Hans Zimmer?
Well, I mean,
I think
the
what
brewm
he's saying is
soundtrack
that it
is
doesn't
overplayed
actually
at this
have
point.
the brewm.
But- Yeah, no, it's more like chamber music, orchestra.
Okay.
There is no Hans Zimmer brewm soundtrack. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I
It's-
misunderstood.
It's just that there's this. I call them the anti-normie, the polar opposite of the people who love something just because it's popular. Okay, it's the game start.
I'm trying.
Okay,
I
so
have a green key card, but not a yellow key card. I need to find the green door.
There's a certain
Basically, the
flavor of people who
contrarian
hate
hipster.
things because they're popular.
Yeah.
And
That's cool.
um,
Yeah, no, sorry, not the contrarians.
but no. So Clair Obscur,
Check
the rock climber expedition goes in, and it's an anchor with a bright blue dot in the middle. Not terribly intrusive, especially since the game is quite colorful, but
Well, that
when
actually
it's
makes
set against the
sense
gray
that
of a
they would
rock wall.
intentionally mark it so it stands out because people
Exactly.
put that
Yeah.
there. It makes sense.
Yeah,
and
like,
the-
there's-
That's green.
Oh,
there's
there's
an
a
in-game
lot of
reason for
bad
it.
guys in that one. Let's open this door first.
I bet that's a bunch of grenade dudes.
and it's something that you can take in at a glance.
Oh gosh, it is a bunch of grenade dudes. And somehow throwing a grenade in there did nothing.
Well,
And now it did.
Oh, he set them all. He blew them all up with the flamethrower.
the martyrs took out the armored guy for you.
No, that's pretty funny.
I think he set them on fire when he shot me.
His thought process was.
So I like Clair Obscur, and I am not going to say anything that you cannot find out in the first 10 minutes, because it's one of those games you can only play through the first time once.
Yeah.
And it's worth playing through blind.
Oh, fire.
So,
Oh, they're coming. They're coming.
you know, the grenade arc just brought something to mind. Did anyone else ever have trouble, like, figuring out the proper angle for grenades in Halo?
I don't.
Because it
remember.
felt like it started higher and flatter than I was expecting with grenades when I was playing through the first time.
I am
The first time I
terrible
played
at
through
FPS.
was so long ago.
So-
I don't remember what I thought really.
I'm terrible enough of an FPS player that I'm not really a good gauge for the controls of the.
No, get away from me! Get away from me! Get away from me!
Just,
all
you
of
can
you.
shoot him.
No, that'll make him explode more. I'd already shot him.
But
Yeah.
wouldn't you want him to explode further away from you?
Yeah, but my optimum strategy is just get away from him before he explodes instead of detonate him, because I'm pretty sure at that distance he would have still done much damage.
Which is why
Let's
you
see.
ran towards him.
This is just a
streamer
heckling
brand.
hour.
Streamer brand.
We're gamers. That's what we do.
Streamer brand.
You know, whenever you do get around to playing DMC, I'm just gonna be heckling you the entire time.
It'll be merciless. Good game, that one. Game series. We don't talk about DMC squared.
We don't. Well, we make fun of it actually, but yeah,
True.
that was during
mostly-
the. Here's the word remake slop, or sorry, reboot slop from the early 2010s.
I would
Yeah,
like
use
to
slop in a
table.
normal manner.
I would like to table a motion to ban the use of the word slop.
I know it's overused, but that was during that period where everything had to be
was
remade
this-
into something completely different. Well, it was kind of the same,
Yes.
but you know they're like, we have to do a reboot to make it grittier and cooler.
Yeah, it's the grunge. Yeah, it's video games grunge era, where everything has to be, well, grunge. As opposed to the dark and gritty era that got started by the popularity of Game of Thrones, where everything needed to have sex, explicit violence, lots of swearing, and a thin layer of mud coating everything.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that style of thing is inherently just bad. It's just, it's like a very, very rich dessert. You eat it
It's
sparingly.
tiresome. Yeah.
Yeah. More than one or two mouthfuls is too much.
I wouldn't even say a
Yeah,
rich
but-
dessert. I would say like it's just straight up that one fry at the bottom of the Burger King bag that is so delicious. Like not like even necessarily delicious, but like you want to eat it because your monkey brain says,
It has all the
"Ooh, high
grease.
fats." Yeah, I'd
Well,
say it's like that. Like
it's
you
a
just have
metaphor.
it that once, but
But I'm saying that more than a little bit is too much.
oh, I know. I agree with what you're saying. I just wanted to sort of tweak the metaphor a little because desserts are, I feel like, more of a treat, and this is more of like a very, very visibly unhealthy thing.
Fair.
I'm not a fan of Game of Thrones stuff. At least,
I'm just. It gets tiresome.
I wonder if the shotgun's good against those flamethrower guys.
what cracks me up is that.
Did you guys see that? That was cool. The first one the first one she loaded right into the tube, or right into the chamber,
autism,
and then the other one
powerful
she
thing.
loaded into the mag.
You did say this was a gun autist thing, right?
I did.
Yeah, that makes sense. But where were we? Oh yeah, the grunge era. Also, remakes in general, and this is more of a movie thing than a game thing, but because games will just do sequels, but with movies, why do we always get remakes of the good and well, I know why, but we always get remakes of the good and popular movies, and we never get remakes of like movies that should have been good, but there were production problems, or like actual original things.
It's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy in some ways. Because it has to have the money and the popularity to justify being remade to put the budget into it.
Which is
I
why
think
we
it's
never got a
what's-
sequel to Dread.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's just because people have poor taste. I will blame the masses. Actually, I don't know who to blame for that. It's just...
No, I'm going to blame the suits.
Oh, we can blame... they're blamed by default. I think that's just what we do things.
Because Dread was actually fairly popular, just wasn't as popular as the suits wanted it to be, so they scrubbed it.
It's the SquareSoft problem, or that's the Square Enix problem. This
Yeah.
game didn't make $11 trillion, so we're just going to can it.
All right.
Exactly.
I think I've explored everything.
And
Opened the.
also, my opinion of
You can
Hollywood
see doors
suits...
you haven't gone through on the map, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just kind of. I don't think there's a way to zoom in or out of the map, so I'm just kind of wandering around to double check before I jump down this giant pit.
My opinion of Hollywood suits hit rock bottom and started digging after I heard a story about the production of the Two Towers. So, you know how in the Two Towers, Frodo and Sam go to Osgiliath?
They do.
Which didn't happen in the... I'm not going to talk about the books. But
Yeah.
they go to Osgiliath. And you cannot see Minas Tirith in the background, despite Minas Tirith being visible in the background in The Return of the King.
Mhm.
Would you care to guess why?
Did a suit not want it there?
Because they did an advanced screening for the suits, and they were very confused and thought that Minas Tirith was Helm's Deep.
Oh
What?
no.
So they took out Minas Tirith from the background of Osgiliath because some Hollywood suits didn't understand from the movie that Helm's Deep is occurring in Rohan and Osgiliath is in Gondor, and in fact, the Fellowship of the Ring is not 30 miles apart right now.
I never noticed that wasn't in the shot.
Yep,
Yeah.
they had to
Sort of
take it
thing.
out.
You'd have to point it out to me for you to notice that it wasn't there because it's like so background.
Yeah. But the point is,
It's funny.
that's the kind of people making decisions about what movies to make.
That reminds me of the
Yeah.
story of when they're trying to market Stardust, that Neil Gaiman book adaptation, and someone was like, "Hey, we should compare it to Princess Bride because it's operating in that same area of like loving parody." And you know what the suits told them?
What?
Something stupid, presumably.
That's a terrible idea. Princess Bride was a flop.
They're not
These people are morons.
wrong. I
They don't
mean, from a
understand how
purely
popular
monetary
it is
perspective.
nowadays.
Right, but
Yeah.
it's like cult classic stuff.
Right.
That doesn't make the money immediately, and it doesn't really make a money
See, that's a
after.
movie that I don't think should have a remake as Princess Bride. It's like its jank and weirdness is really part of its charm.
Well,
Also, real quick, do you guys want to see more of this or go on to the next game? We've cleared 2 levels so far.
I will abstain because I'm going to be off soon.
It's your stream.
All right, we're gonna try something else out.
Speaking of execs, who's excited for Andy Serkis's Animal Farm?
Oh, that was a meme.
No, unfortunately.
No. Let's talk about Sheep Detective instead. That might actually be
Oh
good.
yeah. Actually, I like. It's either going to be like completely whimsical and adorable and just lovely, or it's going to be just pants on head stupid.
It's based off of a novel, according to some guy's comment. So I think that bodes well in this case because presumably, if the novel, I feel like pants on head stupid detective novels probably don't sell too well. I'm gonna be very optimistic there, though.
I mean, it looks pleasant.
When you say pants on head stupid, do we mean the detective is or the story is?
Possibly both.
Wait, what are we referring to?
Sheep Detectives.
I actually think that looks rather charming.
Oh,
I
I
have-
agree. I would just say it has the potential, if somebody doesn't know how to do it right, to just be dumb, kind of like that Peter Rabbit remake.
Sure, but it's a whodunit. And I will say this for Hollywood, they know how to make a whodunit. The recent... Why am I blanking on the name? The Belgian
Out.
detective novels. No, the ones based off the books by Agatha Christie.
Oh, Perot?
Yeah. With Henry V playing Perot.
I didn't even know that
They've
they
actually
had
been quite
more
good.
movies.
I didn't know he was
Yeah.
still alive.
Yeah,
Kenneth Branagh's playing the.
Yeah, Kenneth Branagh has a whole series where he plays Hercule Poirot.
I did not know this.
Started with Murder on the Orient Express in 2017.
I've seen
Oh,
that
I
movie.
didn't realize they had kept doing stuff in that series. Why is this not
Yep.
showing up as a capturable game?
There was a sequel for Death on the Nile, came out in 22. I haven't seen that one, but I did see with my family A Haunting in Venice, which came out in 23, and it was actually pretty good. Like, it's just
master volume on this.
it's a good, solid whodunit. And like I said, Hollywood at least knows how to do a whodunit.
that's good.
You know what I would be interested in seeing someday?
Hmm.
Just since it's about detectives. A very high budget anime adaptation of Columbo. But like have it be done by Madhouse, I think, the people who did Death Note.
That would be...
Oh, one more thing.
Because there is a Japanese live action Columbo. And he's Columbo.
Boy, Mr. Yagami. Sure do like apples, huh? I mean, my wife, she always says, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but you've got enough for a whole hospital here. Apparently, they do have Columbo of Shinano, though, where it is live-action Japanese Columbo.
That's... You know what? That reminds me. I need to watch the live-action Japanese Spider-Man. I've only seen clips from it.
Oh,
but...
the 60s Spider? Or the,
Oh man, it's
That's so good.
fantastic. Particularly just like off the bat, establishing the thesis of the show is not with great power comes great responsibility, but instead it's Takuya, now is the time for vengeance.
Vengeance
I was trying to explain. So, for some context, my dad was not like a young boy, but he was going through his, shall we say, media formative years when Star Trek: The Original Series was out, and when Marvel was, I believe, in its either golden or silver age. I think silver might be it. I think silver's when Spider-Man showed up. I'm not as clear on the time because I'm not as big of a comic book guy as he is. But there's a reason that a lot of my formative shows as a child were like the 90s Batman and Spider-Man things, as opposed to like Power Rangers and Pokemon.
Be back in a minute. I'm going to grab another drink. Also, this is a hard builder Souls-like.
Oh boy.
It just came out.
So you're hitting all the things.
But I'll be right back.
Essentially, I was trying to explain to my dad that the Japanese Spider-Man apparently predates a lot of the big tokusatsu stuff. And so without Spider-Man existing in America and then Japan being like, hey, we could make a show out of this, we wouldn't have had a lot of the stuff that eventually was Japanese and then became big in the US, like Power Rangers or things like that, without Spider-Man having existed in America first.
I have actually, this is one of these streams, maybe like last year sometime. I did make that argument that you can go back, you can trace like a lineage from like, whatever it goes past 60s, like, or Japanese Spider-Man, I don't know what predates that, but it goes from there to like, you know, Power Rangers or Super Sentai and whatever. It's where we get a lot of that. It's like, you know how there's like this trend in Japan back in the 60s, presumably later, where they would try to dress like American punks.
Yeah,
Yankees.
And is that what they called it? Okay, yeah, they'd be like, "Hey, you know," they'd say like American terms. They like had like sports jackets and like the sunglasses and all that stuff. You could trace a line directly from Japanese Spider-Man to Devil May Cry. It's real. Look at Kamiya's picture with his mom when he was like 20.
I love that picture. Wait, I might have that one around here.
You probably do.
There's also a very direct line from Power Rangers to Devil May Cry.
That's also in Power Rangers. It's funny how we get this like convergent evolution. I wonder. I would bet that the Matrix probably was influenced by Power Rangers to a certain extent, but I can't say for sure.
Well, it's like how everything from the mid-90s to the mid-2000s can directly trace its lineage back to Mechanical Violator Guider.
Yeah,
Also true.
that's also. It was Final Fantasy VII before Final Fantasy VII.
And Equilibrium before Equilibrium.
Shadow the Hedgehog before Shadow the Hedgehog.
He was the original Hedgehog.
And by the way, this isn't a bit. We actually believe this.
It's true.
I'm not as much of a disciple, but I can definitely see the design threads. It's plain on the face. If you've ever been mechanically violated, you know.
Heck, Resident Evil, the movie,
Yeah,
and game,
yeah.
probably.
Shoot, I was just the design of the white Phyrexians in the Scars of Mirrodin is just look up Elish Norn.
I know what you're talking about.
But the that's basically ripped straight, literally from the walls of Jesus Town's headquarters.
Jesus.
That's
I
still
know,
good.
it's
Yep.
just so good. R.I.P. Farm Girl.
She just wanted to be a trad wife,
I know.
and she got
Wanted
machine
to
gunned
buy
by Shinra
cows.
troopers.
I've never played this game before either. Also, I think Slavic mythology based.
Oh, okay. So, like,
Oh,
Witcher,
so-
but if it was a card.
Chernobog and ice witches that suck the blood out of infants.
Oh, minus
Nice people.
5 stars already for BCE. What happened in the
Yeah.
Common Era? What
Yeah,
happened?
but what? Yes,
The
the
common
common
era
era.
based on
The
what?
era that
It
is
was
common.
based around
The era
thing.
which is defined by the commonality.
You know, it's especially funny considering, of all people, Neil deGrasse Tyson sticks with BC and AD, not because he cares about, theology or anything like that, but because he's like, look, you have these people who worked hard on this calendar that is still incredibly useful and usable today. It's what we use. This is what they called it. We should stick with that out of respect to the effort that the monks put into it. And it's
Rare
like,
Neil-
thank you.
Rare
Finally,
good
a
take
wreck.
from Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I know, exactly. Rare Tyson win.
In a worse timeline, we could have had the French metric calendar. Thanks, Napoleon.
No, really, thank you, Napoleon, for putting an end to that. It. Yeah, that's always my favorite argument about anyone talking the metric system. You realize they made a metric calendar too.
There's a good reason not to put everything in tens.
Yes. Well, and also there's the fact that the imperial system is based off of day-to-day measurements, such as a foot, it being roughly a foot.
Well, and it's got some very nice properties, being base 12. And
Yep.
that is divisible by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6.
A yard being roughly twice the length between the shoulder and the thumb, which incidentally is where we get rule of thumb from. It's a carpentry term.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
reverse Hades. I'm the mom going into the underworld to find my son.
I think you're
Huh.
in control. There you go.
But anyway, the one thing that I will give the metric system is the kilometer, and we've basically got that in Imperial anyway. Just need 1,000 yards. Or 10 football fields in freedom units.
I'm getting the feeling something's not quite... The boy ain't quite right.
Branch.
Branch good.
He found his cool stick in the underworld already. That's my boy.
Excellent.
Look,
I
I'm
had to
calling it
use
now,
one
he's
of
the
my
final boss.
I had to use one of my son's sticks earlier to fish something out of the toilet, and he was very sad that I had to throw that part of the stick away.
Well, maybe he shouldn't have put something in the toilet.
No, that was my bad.
Oh,
Hold
you
on.
just took your son's stick. You monster.
You're going for like worst dad of the year award right here.
No,
Next,
yes,
you're gonna have to
yes.
play,
Finally,
like-
I will defeat Gendo Ikari. I threw the
Give me the
non-flushable
stick,
wipes in the toilet, and then realized my mistake when they didn't flush.
Oh,
Give me the stick, Shinji.
also, just a general PSA, don't put anything except toilet paper in the toilet,
Yeah.
including the so-called flushable wet wipes. And tissue paper, surprisingly.
Wait, this is reverse Bambi.
Oh boy.
So does he run the car over?
Branch, skull,
Oh, wait, no,
bug.
it was a hunter, right?
Yeah, Bambi
He's
did.
speaking
Bambi's
in
mom
car,
was
okay.
not isekai'd. Although,
Okay.
now that I mention it,
Isekai
Well,
baby.
she was taken to another world.
reborn as a deer waifu in another world.
Oh my god.
I guarantee someone's done it.
It's like that one anime that got really popular for like 2 months because the song was catchy. The Shika Noka Noka Noka, whatever the heck.
Oh, that, yeah.
That wasn't
Yeah.
an Isekai, though, was it?
No,
No, it was
It
about
was-
deer people, though, wasn't it?
it was about a deer person.
Ah.
It was a gag. It was a gag anime. Like comedy bits.
I do like the art style they are going with here.
Yeah,
Which
that's-
honestly made for a nice change of pace from a lot of the other stuff that was coming out at the time.
So is she just like tripping out super hard?
No, I think she and well, I guess yes, but it's being supervised by shamans, so
Because nothing
Coach
bad
here
could
for the
ever
trip.
bad.
What's the worst that could happen? The
Okay.
art style is what sold me on picking this up to give it a try.
It's
Ooh, we got some nice rain effects.
nice and distinct.
Speaking of deer and native practices, I learned something interesting the last time I was at the Chicago Field Museum. Apparently, in some of the Pacific Northwestern, I almost said animes instead of indigenous tribes.
Among the Pacific Northwestern anime girls.
Yeah, but apparently, since they relied
alright.
so much on
Oh.
the sea for food,
I'm gonna
uh,
choose hiding behind this tree.
but they considered eating deer meat as a cause of
Must be within a
forgetfulness.
straight line.
So you eat too much deer, you become amnesia.
Yeah, like it literally messes with
Yeah.
your memory. And so
Need
the
to
first thing,
move.
me being me, the first thing I thought of is some husband, like, go in there and his wife is mad at him because he didn't, he didn't remember to, bring the canoe home or something. And I just started being like, oh, walking eagle, you eating deer meat or something?
It has a range of 2 to 3.
You
That
know,
should work. There we go. That's what I'm doing.
this is okay. This is interesting.
This reminds me of what's that one? Into the Breach.
Yeah. Actually, this is gonna sound really weird, but
Okay, so that'll get me shield. Oh, it triggers an effect on this card is discarded by another card. Okay. Alright, let me try Quick Strike, which should push him back. Then Hurl Rock, which lets me discard block of wood to gain shield. And now I still have move. Then I move up, and I don't have the energy for the defensive swing anymore.
yep. So to loop this is actually going to loop back into Clear Obscure, but I promise I'm going somewhere with it.
All things become French.
Well, we were just talking about metric.
We. Why are they always so happy? They're like we all the time.
Speaking of good French things, A Monster in Paris is usually free on YouTube. It's a delightful little French film. You're going to get the main song stuck in your head for years.
And this little French piggy, he went wee all the way home.
But yeah, anyway. So you know how the main Clear Obscure has dodge and parry mechanics in the turn-based
been
combat?
told.
Yeah, it does. But apparently some turn-based purists really hate that. I don't mind it because I'm the only one here who's played the South Park games, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. So, surprisingly, they're actual games. I guess that Matt Parker and Matt and Trey were heavily involved with the production, and they both like playing actual games, so they made sure the tie-ins were games. But it's basic. The first game is just straight up classic turn-based. With a small little addition where when you're making an attack, you'll get a glint or an indication from...
I don't think this boost is all right.
from the moves every now and then.
What?
Seems
Why is
all
he-
right to me.
He's smoking. Yeah, so it's got that little timing thing. That was like Mario and Luigi, the games on the Game Boy Advance, if you recall. It's like you could jump, and if you press A right when the Mario gun was stomped, it would like do more damage.
Yeah, that sort of thing. But it was, standard turn-based. The second South Park game included positioning. So it took place on a grid, and depending on where you were, certain attacks had certain attack patterns, like straight line or the 2 squares immediately to the front, that sort of thing. And, well, the story of the first game, I think, was better, but the gameplay of the second one was significantly better. And I think my opinion is that when it's just turn-based, that's kind of played out at this point.
Mhm.
It's a primitive artifact of an earlier era, and now that the technology is advanced, there needs to be something besides just turn-based.
Well, I can see your point. I think that kind of really depends on how deep you're having the mechanics be. Because there's kind of go back to what I think is the best turn-based strategy system that's ever been, or battle system that's ever been made, which is Final Fantasy X, where you can see the order of the moves, like who gets to move, like the next 7 or 8 moves, right?
Right.
And your character's speed stat affects. They can actually get multiple turns before the enemy gets a turn, for instance, if it's high enough.
Let's see what happens here. If I push this guy into a rock, do you guys think he's going to take extra damage?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Yeah.
Oh, he did.
He did. Nice.
No stun effect, but
Yeah,
I
it
know
did
about games with push
one
mechanics.
damage.
Your mistake was not deploying a pull specialist to yank him into the river.
Mm.
Yeah, FF10
that's
had
good,
like, I don't know, it was all turn-based, so you didn't like do extra actions other than deciding what you're going to do, but there's so much thought into what you have to do each turn and planning around when the boss is going to move and like what they're going to do. I think that that's a different type. They're not aiming for you don't necessarily have to have really fast reflexes or be paying, or it's not like you can basically take a step back and think about what you're going to do for the next couple turns for a little bit. It gives you like this breathing room, so it's not like every single move you have to be paying attention like super close to get these like timings.
right.
Different style of doing things. I think there's definitely room for both. Like BattleTech, which I've been playing a lot of recently. The
Quite a good game,
tabletop
too.
inspired one, because that doesn't have any kind of that's turn-based in a different way because it's like 3D and it's like mechs and your positioning matters. So I spent a lot of time thinking, it's like, what order do I want to move my guys in? It's like, oh, I keep forgetting because I just equipped one of my light mechs with a narc launcher, and so I have to get this into my head. It's like, okay, he's got to usually move first to get the narc onto a difficult target because it boosts everyone else's accuracy, because it's basically like a sensor beacon that you can stick on a mech, and it's easier to shoot at that mech now. Then I can take my heavier shots later, and then there's things like, when do I use your scanners to reduce the enemy's evasion? There's a lot going on there. If it had some kind of like, that's a game that would probably be made worse by having some kind of action that I had to press at a specific time. So I guess there's my counter thesis.
Fair. Now we just
So it
need to find
depends on what you're doing. Like, I think if you go into it with no understanding that that's like really what you want to make part of the game, I think you can make it work really well.
We have the thesis, we have the antithesis. Now we need someone to find the synthesis.
He shoots lightning from his fingies.
How about, as long as the game's fun and well made, the mechanics are like.
I like the games being different too. I think that's kind of a nice thing, because then it doesn't feel like I'm playing the same thing every time.
I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I like it when a game knows what it is.
The game
How
knows
about
what it is because it knows what it isn't.
There's
And that
yes.
loops
There's
back
truth
to
in
my
that.
earlier points that all games by necessity are created by omission. The decision of what not to include is just as important as what to include.
and that factors into like the actual creation of software, games or software, is scope creep basically. Like if you can get the scope nailed down, and you can still make games in like 2 years. People can do this. It's just there's so much scope creep with most big studios.
Yeah.
There's one that to take your time, and there's some of that too. But then
Well, to loop
we
back
have to have a
around,
crafting system here.
the success of Space Marine 2, where the main thing that the developer attributed it to was knots.
It's a very satisfying
including-
sound when you smack that crow.
Oh,
But
he's
he,
running. He's running.
Just whip a rock at him.
He said that the main thing that led to Space Marine 2 being successful was a very hard focus on exactly what they wanted from the game.
You're going to be a space marine, and you're going to punch the alien.
And not including, like, oh, this game needs survival crafting and RPG leveling elements. And, we all know.
I'm trying to even imagine what the heck survival crafting would look like for a Space Marine.
They would try to find a way, I'm sure.
That sounds heretical to me. Not using an STC machine.
Exactly. Unless, of course, you are a son of Vulcan, in which case, by all means, craft a ton of shit. Anyway, I am going to have to sign off. I have work I need to accomplish before I can put up the Christmas decorations. So,
All right.
I
Have a
will
good
talk
night,
to you
Rex.
all
Or a good day.
Stay
yes,
jolly.
you too.
Have fun.
Remember, today is a day you must jolly max. I'm jolly maxing my jingle cell life.
Please don't ever say that again.
Please say that one more time.
I'll
Inside of you, there are 2 wolves.
One of them is Jolly Maxing. One of them is Jingle Selling.
Yeah, basically it's just a matter of which... Does the game know what it wants to be? And it's funny because this is by no means a video game specific problem, but it prevent itself from succumbing to scope creep.
Coming back to the yellow painted barrels discussion, there's also like, in some games like this, it might be one where it's like, is this a game where I have to go up to every object and press A just in case there's something secretly hidden there?
I mean, they're doing the one, it appears, where they have a slight effect around the item. Like that stick and the mushroom had a little bit of movement going on.
I liked 2D Zelda where like you could tap the walls to find the hollow spots.
That was always a nice touch.
Got unknown stuff here.
See, that was something that was missing from the most recent Zeldas. Because everything that can be exploded is very obviously visually explodable.
Question is, if I heal, does it resurrect everything? Ooh, wait, there's a heart-shaped thing down here. Maybe I can heal there.
We got Souls-like mechanics.
There's a squirrel! Oh, come
Hey.
back.
It's me.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to fight this guy again. Okay. So. Build ourselves. I will not get close enough. Yeah.
Hmm. 2 to 8 damage. Or is it 2 to 8 range?
2 to 8 range.
Oh. I can't read. All right.
Not in range for
No.
the Furious Strike. But I can
you should be able to
sprint to
sprint
get
in,
there. Yep.
I think I'm starting to figure out how this game works. You picked up a nose.
Card unlocked. Ooh. Ache skin. Ooh, if I kill him, I gain 3 block. Kill, it repeats. Enchant weapon. +1 on next attack. Fireball. Yes. Jason is. Ooh, that's got some utility. Oh, something guarding that heart. This is kind of neat how the little battle grid shows up, so you can like apply your attack on the healing thing. Oh, it's taunting me. It's like, you know you want that. What's the worst some owls and a snail could do, he said.
I don't know, that snail looks pretty shifty.
Okay.
Oh, he's putting garbage in your deck. What a jerk.
Discard 1, exhaust.
Oh, it's the
yeah,
it's
that
the
thing.
The Watchers. Yeah, it's the guys from Slay the Spire. Oh, I hate that enemy.
Yeah. Some of those guys are absolute jerks.
Who's the one that fills your deck with injuries? It's the it's the book. The Book of Stabbing.
Yeah, that's why I love the fire breathing build in Slay the Spire. I'm just like, yes. Oh no, please don't put that stuff in my deck. Whatever will I do? What happens if I push the snail onto his own slime?
Well, you take damage when you touch it. I wonder if he's immune.
Even if the snail is, maybe other enemies aren't.
I don't know,
It's
that
hard to
owl's
tell.
hanging out in the back.
Like, the owl seems like it would be one of those low altitude hovering types.
Let's see. Ah, oh, darn, no push it. Oh wait, if I sacrifice some of these sprints, here we go. Go, hurl rock. Sacrifice a sprint, try and draw into, well, okay. Oh, now he's going back into his shell since I hit him the first time. Okay, so he's like the curl up dudes that.
Yep.
Okay.
I hate those guys.
They even kind of look the same.
Lagaval.
No, Lagavulin is the guy who.
No, he's fine. Once you break his shield, he wakes up and is stunned. I'm talking about the little pillbug guys that roll up after the first time they take damage.
Right, they get.
Oh, those things.
They're not too bad. They're just more of a check for like, do you have a big hit to knock them out in one, or are you gonna, you know?
Yeah.
I view them as food for what is it? It's like feed or consume, the one that gives you HP when you kill something.
Those are nice, yeah.
Or there's that one neutral card that gives you gold when you kill somebody. I don't remember what that one is called.
Oh, the beast or the Midas Claw or something.
Yeah.
Isn't
So I was trying to get runs going with that. That's pretty fun.
I'm trying to remember if there's a. Is there? I can't remember if it's that game or another one, but there's a card that permanently gains power if you land the killing blow with it.
That is a Slay the Spire card. I don't remember what it's called.
Okay.
But yeah, that's one you can also do.
Let's see. So he took damage from the first one he was... So he only took damage from the one he was pushed onto, I think. Not cumulatively. Fast as this slug, dude. Oh, okay. He can do normal combat too. Right. Two health left. That slug can definitely hit me if I close with the owl. Maybe we try that. Making a shell. See what the owl does. We've been slain by
I think
owls.
he killed you. You wake up. Oh, hi.
Oh.
Oh, that's neat.
Interesting. Okay. So I basically am at the start of the battle again. With... I guess like I can make a souls run for my thingy there?
Yeah, looks like it. Here's your goodies. So this is exactly the type of game we were talking about. It's got deck building, Souls-like mechanics.
Is this really Souls-like though?
Depends on what, like, dropping your.
Oh, I totally forgot my
experience.
first strike was there. Okay, so if you're close enough to the owl, they will just attack you instead of cursing you. Or left.
Stop, slug. That is a name.
Not close enough yet.
Kitty, why are you not
Space is
happy?
away. I'm gonna see if the owl will close with me here or just curse me. Get with he probably. Oh,
My cat
okay.
has
That's
stolen
close
my
enough.
chair.
That I don't want to attack,
Don't make me sit on you.
and I'm poisoned now. Darn, I didn't even
Rip.
collect my bonfire.
Your souls are gone. Well, now you don't have to do this fight anymore.
All my death howls.
Yep. That wonderful and yet terrible moment of zen that accompanies the realization that you have completely lost every single one of your souls.
Echo.
I wonder when Dark Souls 5 is going to come out. They're probably working on it.
Wouldn't it be Dark Souls 4?
No, I mean, I sort of tongue-in-cheek refer to Elden Ring as Dark Souls 4.
Ah.
Because FromSoft does tend to have multiple things cooking at once. I bet there's something Armored Core related eventually.
Well, what was the time gap between the last two?
The last two Armored Core games, it'd been like 8 or 9 years. It'd been a while. But AC6 only came out 2 years ago, so it's not that old.
Yeah, so we've got like 2 years or so left.
I would expect it's a while.
Or not 2, 6.
Well, I don't think it makes sense to base it off of that.
That was also kind of tongue-in-cheek.
But yeah. They're making some kind of game for the Switch that we know about. They just released Elden Ring Night Rain DLC. Well, we'll see, I guess. This is a year where they didn't really announce much, so it's probably going to be a while.
None of us have played Night Rain, right?
Only you.
I haven't played it.
Oh, I thought you did. Okay, I haven't played it either.
No. I was saying it might be interesting to play, but I haven't played it. Because I don't have any friends to play it with.
That's the great challenge. We made a FromSoft game for you guys to play with your friends. Average Dark Soul player has no friends.
Alright, we're gonna try a different fight. Or
With those rocks are like bones you're picking up. Ooh, ravens. Caca!
okay.
Crack?
Just down the road.
Okay.
That was a funny sound.
Oh no, I pushed him too far away. We will run
You
away.
fool.
Foolish.
Do it.
Scam.
Kitty, is this really the time to have a Spurg Fest right behind me?
Right, oh, I'm not gonna be close enough. Alright, we'll run away.
That's a goofy sound.
That was his death hell.
I don't think she's figured out that she's in the underworld yet. Surely that's not ominous at all.
Hmm.
So where's like the health points?
That's why I'm like, I think that was a health point, but you gotta earn it, I suppose.
We have to go
Or
back to the original health point.
Sacred Grove, maybe, but I feel like that'll respawn everything. Yeah, let's go see what happens if we go to the old Sacred Grove.
Mushroom. Your little squirrel fella just ran to the tree.
Kind of neat
I guess
having an
squirrels
actual
are-
like map to walk around instead of it just being like, you know, next fight, next fight, next fight.
Squirrels are often bearers of bad news.
Okay, so that healed me and filled something up. Let's see. Yep. And it turned all the enemies back on. And it also consumed.
You took it to a mushroom?
It consumed. Oh, it converted the souls into whatever that meter down at the bottom is.
That's probably what gives you a new card, if I have been paying attention enough. That's how you upgrade your deck.
I think that's a separate marker.
Oh, okay.
Oh, too close. Let me back up a minute.
I think he's displeased. What? He gets attacked twice? Lame. You aim for the heart and kill him.
Ooh, we should try and push the pig into the water. It is very Into the Breach like as far as like the level of like kind of the level of detail and enemy style.
Pig defeated.
Out acquired.
Does that mean he turns into spirit bacon?
Mhm.
Ghost bacon. Oh no, there's an owl. I'll try and kill this burb.
Caca.
Oh. Oh, darn it. That's awkward placement. Gotta go here. There. I don't know if I want to step on that or any character standing on this tile becomes fragile. I do not want to step on that.
I bet you can bop the enemy onto it. Found out everything about them video games.
Alright, hurl rock. Here we go. Oh, that's not fair. Alright, I'll just stand here and throw rocks at him.
I feel like a lot of problems in life can be solved that way.
Alright, let's see what the old piggy does.
Yes, Kitty, your jumping is very impressive. Get off my desk.
Ooh. Double damage.
Nice.
All sorts of good. Stick.
Ooh. Another one of those sacred thingamabobs.
Oh, let me get my stick.
Don't give him the stick.
Give him the stick.
Ooh. You know what would improve this game?
Bees?
A large influx of bees. How did you guess?
Just a hunch.
Am I that predictable?
Yes.
Ugh. My life is a lie. I need to remake myself.
Can you get on that?
Somewhere.
I'm working on it.
Somewhere there's a moose also in a shaman overseen trance somewhere. It's a ride on the moose for fast travel.
It's Canadian fast travel.
The moose is loose.
I don't know, if a ghost moose walked up and told me it knew my name, I would be a little distrustful.
I know many things, Jeff. How did you almost know my name?
Imagine if it comes up to get your name wrong. It's like you're the wrong guy. They thought they isekai'd you into but it's somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's the plot of an anime as well. Like they isekai the wrong person.
Any of you ever watch Farscape?
No,
I've heard of that.
I have not seen it.
Okay. So basic plot is an astronaut flying an experimental spacecraft goes into a wormhole, winds up on the other side of the galaxy, and is trying to figure out a way home. But there's this bit where he's in an alien marketplace. A fortune teller comes up and says, "Traveler, I can see that you have come from afar." Not interested. "You are searching for a way home." Go bother someone else. Your name is John Shepard, and you lost your virginity to Susie Wiles in the back of your father's '92 Ford Focus. Stops, turns around. It was a Nissan Altima. Oh, come on, John. Now you're just reaching.
At least it wasn't a Chrysler, okay?
Now I can get stick. Ooh. Oh, that's a neat transition from like isometric to like far background.
2.5D.
I washed my kid's feet. You're like, but he touched my water. He's my kid now.
Is that how that works?
I mean, underworld rules.
Hmm.
Did you eat the persimmon nut?
Oh. Yeah, if the squirrel took it.
Those darn squirrels.
And my persimmons and my pomegranate.
It's what we
a bunch
do.
of jerks.
I also put melted Skittles in my pocket.
Those jerks.
So if Orpheus is leading Lot's wife out of the underworld, he turns to look back, does she turn into a pillar of salt?
DA cast, asking the tough questions that no one else ever thought to ask.
Questions no one ever should have asked.
Alrighty. We meet again, Snail Man.
Questions for which the standard answer is why?
Why would you ask that?
Why would you ask that?
Oh, interesting. He resists pushing. Lucky for me. Okay, so it's the poison. Oh no, I'm still poisoned. Poisoned. That time you hit him. Okay, yeah. Every time you hit him, he'll do that. I should have just saved that for that frog.
Says the toad. Oh,
Oh, whatever that double status effect I was under was something.
that was like massive poison.
Alright, this time we'll kill the frog first, and just run away from the snail.
I think he is the dangerous one. Okay, can you go destroy anything for like 5 seconds, please? I must very briefly bio.
And I'm going to have to sign off because church is starting.
Oh,
So
thanks for stopping
All right.
by.
thanks for having me. Take care.
Later. Well, that strategy didn't... Oh, okay, well, at least I got my souls back. All 0 of them. Now I'll die to poison.
I see the frog is still alive.
Yeah, so going after the frog, the snail's still close enough to whack me. Just like
Our,
poisoned and fragile. But I
So
got my
our
souls
other-
back.
co-panelists must have dropped.
Yeah, he's going to church.
Okay. So one advantage I have at the moment, not carting around a truck full of children, is that I can just kind of go whenever. And we do have a 5 p.m. mass.
Yeah, we went to RN 5 p.m. yesterday. Oh, nice. He pulls me deeper into the map, so my souls runs longer. Alright, I think killing the snail slowly first may be the answer. Maybe time for some deck tinkering, too.
Oh, it's always time for some deck tinkering.
Let's see, I think we sprint, block of wood, defensive swing.
After all, what kind of deck building games let you,
Build deck.
build decks? Seems like coming into this fight with lower HP is a bit of a trick, too.
There we go. Alright. Alright, we're only dealing with one enemy now. Kite the frog. Right. Alright. What do we got here? Furious Strike. Aim for the heart. Strike. Man has 6 hit points. the loop, collect our souls. Oh, or not. Violence it is. We just found you already had a sacred grove. You want another one already?
I think you did another one. Oof. Well, you got a new card. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah, if I got the supplies for it. Alright. So basically, that basically healed me and put souls back towards whatever this, find out what that counter is soon enough.
That 4 or 5. That's 4 or 5 something.
Alright. Double strike, 2x1. There's an upgrade mechanic. Damage to all enemies in one direction. That's cool. Cool. You know. That seems really good. Ingredients. Damage.
Not like cards that heal you, are there?
Not yet. I think we try and... Oh, not enough. Oh, not enough death howls. Alright. Oh, shoot. So because I didn't collect the death howls during the fight, I couldn't collect them after the fight. I have to redo the fight to collect them again.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah. I'll have to remember that before I kill the frog guy next time. Oh, he ate them.
Hopefully he spits it back out when he does.
So, turn advantage to getting closer. Now we gotta make him spend his mana. Let's see. Oh yeah. That out. Now I should be able to make skin. Fireball also seems good.
Well, it's a good one for sacrificing. Because you seem to end turns next to people a lot.
Hmm. Let's see. I think
Or
I
the enemies in
want...
all directions. They're all enemies in one direction, huh? Interesting.
I think I need 3 sprints.
Seems like block of wood and defensive swing kind of form a pair as well.
Because like
They're
quick
so
strike,
expensive though.
quick strike is nice for creating space, but you can't really use multiples at a time because then you're just following up the dude. It's more like push them back so you can throw a rock at them, which means you're spending 2 cards and 2 energy to deal 3 damage. Yeah, because if you use block wood and defensive swing, you're only paying 3 energy for 2 cards, but you get good damage out of it. Hidden passage. Oh, brand new area. Yeah, I'm not messing with that right now. It's neat having an actual map to walk around on. Wait, let's see what this... Ooh, a log. Five, 1 turn after being killed. Cool. Okay. Alright, let's see what the tree man does.
What if he's like evil Treebeard?
Why can I not move on to it? Oh, do I have to kill it?
It has an HP.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's cool. You kicked it all the way
Oh,
back there.
it
and blew up
revives
the
1
frog.
turn after being killed.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that makes sense.
Cool. Not cool. Oh, that's neat. Yeah.
So I think Frog's gotta go down first.
Oh, I
Nice.
guess it's just an environmental hazard, not even a jig.
Stick.
Lost track. Oh, I'm okay. Rooms. Not cross the room. Hmm.
Something is moving inside. That does not look particularly pleasant.
Yeah. It's gonna walk away.
It's a wise idea.
Create this sacred grove. Righty. 10 teardrops to unlock. Oh, okay. So this the level up system here. Yeah. Special card. Gain a unique card for this region.
Is that your only choice?
Spirit dies in the region, you'll receive a temporary spirit card. Fill up by hitting enemies, unleash strength. Oh, I like that. Oh yeah, I probably have to start the tree here. Plucking talent.
Fucking talons. Oh, it's an exhaust. Huh.
Does 4 damage for 1. Okay, so then I have 1 more teardrop. That does. Plus 2.
Let's see. We've got 4 days till Christmas. It's coming up, huh?
Hmm. Yeah, I'm already through week 1 of vacation.
I thought you only started on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, no, okay.
So you're not
Okay,
quite. You only have
not
5 days
quite.
in.
Yeah, there's a lot I need to fit in before Christmas, including there will be 1 more stream before Christmas because I kind of want to stream the one of the things I'm building for my son. I think it's a cool project regardless.
It's like some kind of model thing.
I'm putting together a modular game board made entirely out of stuff from the 100 yen store.
Ooh.
And we'll see how far we get in the process of actually playing a game with it, but I'm gonna build the board, and then I got a bunch of old plastic, totally not Space Marines that he and I can paint together. That'll actually, I'll go over the box of Space Rangers as well, because it's funny to like read it, and it's got lore printed on the back, and it's basically them trying to, as much as possible, be like, look, these characters can't possibly be confused with Games Workshop Space Marines. Because look, our lore is literally the exact opposite.
I'm sure that'll go over well with Games Workshop's lawyers.
Apparently it
Yeah,
did,
most of my
because they're still in production to this day.
Oh, so they survived.
Yeah. They're remarkably cheap. It's just the British shipping is expensive. So it was cheaper for me, once you started accounting for shipping, it was cheaper for me to get out of print ones when they were manufactured by Iron Crown Enterprises on eBay than it was to order them from the current manufacturer.
What a sad state of affairs.
I could have, if I'd ordered more stuff, I could have gotten free shipping, but all this other stuff they had I was interested in was sold out because it was their Black Friday sale, and yeah, all the other stuff was great, so it's like, yeah, this is gonna sell out quick. All War Games Atlantic stuff, who also do cheap plastic minis.
Yeah, I'd love to try the actual tabletop BattleTech someday, but it is one of those things that you have to have other people to play it with.
I'd be down. We should try out that the game rules I dropped in the Discord.
You have like the virtual board game thing, right?
Yeah. Or if you guys just want to play it without me and let me know how it goes in IRL. What am I doing here? Furious Strike.
Bonk. You are winner.
Oh shoot,
Yeah,
I had
my
not been
only
grabbing the
remaining-
slug loot before because I thought it was an environmental hazard still.
Yeah, my remaining Christmas preparations is basically I have all the stuff. I just need to, wrap it as one does. And then we got all of our cooking to do. Probably Tuesday, because we have the traditional Christmas lasagna.
We have our traditional thing from Minna's side of the family is cocktail shrimp.
Is it one of those things that, like us, who are just kind of happened once and just kept happening, and there it was?
I think so.
That was the same for us. We made lasagna. By the time we'd done it like 3 years in a row, we're like, hang on, I guess we just do this now. And it's been more than 10 years. So, I actually made basically all of it myself last time, because nobody else wanted to help. But, yeah, the nice thing is basically it's entirely homemade, including the sauce. We didn't, unfortunately, home make the noodles. That's just too much work.
Yeah, noodles are a bit.
We have homemade noodles before, just not for lasagna, because it's hard to get them to be like that nice flat type. You really got to have a press for it. But we do have a very well-equipped kitchen. It doesn't quite have that level of stuff. So there's that. There's the Christmas morning potato and cheese casserole, which I make as well, and that's just a nice little. You prepare it the day before, toss it in the fridge, and then just in the morning you turn the oven on. Pair that with some quiche. That's breakfast. So you can probably tell I'm getting a little hungry because I'm just thinking about food.
That sounds hearty. We're gonna do cocktail shrimp, and since it's our since we're doing Christmas in Japan, I think we're gonna go with the old fried chicken again.
So I feel like how you doing the chicken?
Not from KFC this year though. I was not a fan of what we got for how much it cost last year. So I think we're gonna try the Lawson's chicken or maybe the Fammy Chicky.
Someday I would like to see what their whole. Is it just normal KFCs or is it like better than the crap we have over here? Because the stuff over here is not particularly impressive.
I can't really compare because of that fact, like, 'cause I don't really get American KFC, like, ever. So I guess in that sense it is better because it wasn't bad. Just for how much they charged us, I'm like, you know, because it's like in the States, it's like you go into a Remke or a Kroger or something, and you can walk out with like a giant tray of fried chicken for a reasonable cost. And this was like, I don't know, probably $30 or $40 for like a bucket of chicken that was like, you know, you spend $30 or $40 on fried chicken in the States, you're feeding like
12 people. Well,
Yeah.
maybe 8.
at least 8. No, I'd say a dozen. I don't know. I guess chicken
Yeah,
inflation
it's,
is going up. If the
it's
eggs
hit
cost
everyone.
more, the chickens cost more, right?
Presumably. I've been told that they're related. Although not which one came first. Yeah, every now and then I get in the mood for like, I really want some good chicken or something like that. We just don't have. Again, that's at least over in the area of the country I'm at. There's not a lot of that kind of like. There's some, like boutique kind of individually owned places that kind of do this. Like if you're up in, say, well, there's some places that have their own like, oh, this is like the local chicken wing joint. Where I'm at, we don't really have one of those, so it's like you pretty much only have the choice of some kind of chain. I mean, there's like a Chick-fil-A, that's fine. There's like a Raising Cane's, that's also fine.
Cane's is good.
It is, and it's all kind of in that same fast food envelope where it's, well, I think a little bit overpriced. Well, maybe actually a lot bit overpriced for what they give you. Like, it is good, but it's like, man, I just don't want to spend that much money on fried chicken. So I do just go with the Kroger option more often than not if I want some, because you can at least get a decent amount.
Right, let's try the fast travel here.
Did you go anywhere?
Maybe you just do it on the map? Oh. There you
go.
That'd do it.
Yeah, I think that explains it. Cat, stay off the computer. Stop it, kitty. Okay, she's been a menace this morning. I think it's like I'm trying to do something else that's not giving her my whole undivided attention. I'm gonna shake my finger dramatically at you, Cat. I'm surprised she's still like so full of energy, because she was up all night chasing this ball around.
Not gonna lie, having to redo these fights here is a little,
It's a suboptimal design choice, perhaps.
not a huge fan. I mean, I guess it'll let me, like... I guess it lets you farm stuff to craft more cards with, but... the fact that every time you heal, you gotta redo the fight, and it's like, well, what if I'm redoing the fight? What if I have to redo the fight that caused me to have to heal in the first place, you know?
I can see this one being one where you get stuck, because there's not like the damage is avoidable. Like when you play a Dark Soul, I gotta get from bonfire A to bonfire B, and there's some baddies in between. Well, you can learn how they work, and you can get good at it, and then you just don't take damage. Or, well, you're gonna have some Estus, and it's enough to get you through to the next bonfire. Here,
I don't think I can win this fight here.
Yeah, it looks kind of nasty.
There's 2 slugs and an off-pallet slug, which
always means he's way stronger than the other ones, right?
Yup. Let's see what these glowy things, these nests are about. That's a lot of stuff. Alright, so swirl of strength. Ooh. Alright, I want to stand on that. Destroy to gain a special card. Okay. Three left. Skip. Alright, let's see how badly I'm about to get mauled.
Seven HP. I mean, the damage is definitely noticeable, but I'll say this: you're sticking with this longer than I probably would have. Doom.
It's also interesting, like not knowing enemy intentions. Like you basically have to learn their attack patterns.
Now you mentioned it, that's another big difference between this and the old Slay the Spire, because you get to see what the baddies are going to do on any given moment. There's that one relic you can get, right? Where it's like you can't see enemy intentions anymore, but you get +1 energy. And it's like, I don't think I've ever picked that up.
I've never taken that.
That just seems awful.
Seemed, yeah, not great. Oh, I totally didn't even read that card. Oh, by the way, if you don't discard this card, you die. Well, that's been an interesting one. I'm not sure if I like it yet.
It seems interesting, but maybe it needs some, I don't know. I'm not the expert.
My impression of that one so far is...
Would you put that on the recommended list?
With the starting deck you have, and with the speed and damage output of the enemies, like, it feels like you know how in Into the Breach, even before you've like unlocked all the other mechs, like even just like bog standard first game of Into the Breach, you can figure out how to play intelligently and solve the puzzle.
It's the sign of a good tutorial.
These battles, they don't feel so much as like puzzle-ish as much as like I think I just need to grind to increase my DPS. Because there's not a lot of, there's those glyphs that make you stronger or weaker, but there's not a lot of like line of sight blocking terrain or something where I can go like, oh, if I move here and lure this guy here, I can avoid getting, having all enemies on the field able to attack me in a single turn.
Yeah, because even your movement is based on the card, so
You can always, even without the sprint, you can move at a rate of 1 square per energy, so it's super inefficient.
you kind of don't want to use anything but the cards for movement.
Yeah, it's not ideal. Unless you just have like the spare energy. And that would be the other thing, is like having the spare energy and movement. It was, yeah, like that last turn, I'm like, I don't have anything smarter to do with my move here. So, or maybe I'm just bad at it. But first impression was like, my initial impression is like, in order to win those battles, I just needed better cards, not necessarily like a really well thought out movement strategy, because there's not much in the way of terrain.
Yeah, it's not like the movement's going to be what saves you from dying.
Now, for the complete opposite of that,
Oh boy, what's next?
your gift to me.
Oh boy. This is definitely one of those games that's got a lot more leading into it. Because there's two things you can do. There's the campaign mode, which is kind of like the story-based one, and it takes you through, a series of missions, and it does kind of have a little bit of the what they call career mode. But that's not the only way to play it, but it does kind of explain the here's how things get started. It had this very nice, like, storybook kind of, here's what happens. I actually think this one's really well done.
Is it still streaming for you on Discord?
No.
Okay, here, let me
But this is the first successful testing of FTL.
Dude, this could be a whole stream in itself, since
Very
I know
much.
only a little bit of BattleTech lore.
Star League. The good times. And then we made giant robots. And there was this little thing called... Well, we'll get there. Oh no, Richard Cameron. Here's the crab. And then everything started going wrong, and it continued to go wrong, and then it got worse.
Do I have a paradox count?
I don't think I did made one of these. You can always do it later.
Alright.
So there is the campaigns, the main story campaign. There's a lot of talking. Career is where you just get into it with a lance, and then you start doing your mercenary business. But that's usually not recommended for first timers.
Skirmish, basically like the tutorial.
Skirmish is just like a single battle.
So if I want the tutorial, basically start the campaign.
You do start the campaign, yeah.
Like, I have a general understanding of the rules of the tabletop game, but not the user interface this uses.
Standard campaign, okay. It's been like a trillion years since I did the campaign, so I'll remember some of it.
Got a sudden paranoid thought of whether the gameplay audio is being picked up.
I can hear it.
Okay.
I am Kamea of House Urano, High Lady of the Oregon Reach, Protector of Coromadir, and the Sword of Restoration. But I am not a hero, no matter what the stories say. A hero would have sacrificed more, compromised less. A hero would have done better. You know this, of course. You were there. My father.
To meet the sack of potatoes, we got a card around the entire game.
About
Oh,
the
boy.
Star League, a
Okay, she's not that
golden
bad.
age
She
of
just doesn't shut up.
prosperity, upheld by the great mech warriors of old, guardians of the innocent, protectors of the peace. I always dreamed of following in their footsteps. I was too young to see the truth of things. After all, it wasn't heroism or a noble cause that won me the throne. It was
It was
hiring
heavy
a
metal.
mercenary, skilled enough, perhaps ruthless enough, to carry the day. Hiring you.
That's
I still
you.
don't know if you fought for honor or for the thrill of it, for belief in my cause, or just in my money. But whether it was your noble
A little
heart
column A,
or
a little
mercenary
column B.
mind, your
We did it
actions
mostly for the fun,
gave us
and maybe
hope.
the money too.
That makes you a hero in the eyes of history. Whether you believe it, that's up to you.
Welcome.
So this is big time Nowheresville.
Okay. Okay, we're in the boonies.
Yes.
Boonies
It
of
is
the
one
inner
of the-
sphere.
It's considered a big state for the periphery, but the periphery is basically just a whole bunch of middling and small-sized states, and they all live in horrific fear of the great houses turning their gaze towards them. Unless that's the Capellans, because no one takes them seriously. But
Oh man, I was.
oh
I
hey,
was
you
really
can
hoping-
actually check this.
Oh, okay. I was really hoping I'd be able to use my controller for this.
It's mouse and keyboard. You'll see why.
It's tabletop though, isn't it?
Yeah, but you gotta click.
Yeah, but I mean
It's like
that's
hex space.
sure. That's what my little stick is for. All right. He came from. Oh, does this build my backstory here?
Yep, you can kind of decide
Cretans.
where you're from. So Karina, it's Space Imperial Japan.
Hmm.
Merrick, they're purple
World's
parakeet.
League. Federated Suns. Diner.
And Steiner. Each of the guys who make the scout lances that are just 4 atlases.
I'm scouting so hard right now.
Something something Capellan Orphanage into the river. Canopus is Space Las Vegas.
Arians. This is where we're already at.
Yeah, kinda anywhere out there. The Deep Referee is so far out there, no one knows it's happening.
Frensky.
The SLDF left the Inner Sphere, never to be seen again. But we never hear from them again.
Let's go with Steiner.
Steiner is funny, at least.
Blackjack. Bravo Juliet 1.
The good old BJ.
Is that always what you start with, or is that
I think you always start with the BJ, at least in the campaign.
Mastiff Montgomery?
Until events happened.
Till the day when.
So it gives you +1 on some skills here.
Okay. So gunnery and tactics. Piloting and tactics. Tactics and guts. Piloting and guts. Gunnery and guts. I know piloting roles are fairly important.
I would recommend one of the ones with the gunnery so you can hit stuff. It's kind of a toss-up between guts and tactics. Eventually, you will be able to get all your skills up to level 10, but that's after a long, it's a fair ways into the game.
What does tactics do versus guts?
Tactics, it gives you bonuses to called shots, which are also an important thing. I would say maybe the tactics gunnery might be the best.
I feel like called
although
shots.
It's kinda, yeah. Oh yeah, this is just another +1 something.
Guard. Okay, so I could get the piloting bonus here too. Guard or go all in on called shots.
Now you get to make your space freak.
I don't know. Alright, here's where we're gonna spend the rest of the stream. Let's see.
And you can have a call sign and all that stuff.
Oh, boo. Boo, battle. This is Catalyst Games Lab, isn't it?
You mean the developers?
No, I mean this nonsense right here.
It's hard to say. So with this game, this is like 2018. I don't know, it was a little bit early on that trend. Let's put it that way.
Why is everyone... How did they manage to make everybody weird looking?
That's one of the funny bits. That's why I said Space Freak. Every single character portrait just looks a little bit off. I don't know who did the art for it, but you know,
Like, how
been
much
better
does
art.
customize really,
it doesn't. It's just the portrait that shows up at the bottom of the screen.
Okay. And there's not really a lot you can... They just asked for a photo, so I cut a photo out of a catalog. Should we just space freak max?
Yeah, pick whatever weirdo looks the best. Don't worry, we don't have to look at them very much. They stay inside the mech.
Oh, cool. I don't even see where these tattoos are. Oh, there we go. Butterfly. A beautiful butterfly.
Whew. I have briefly
Hi.
returned.
Did you finish
Hello.
those errands?
Oh no, I've still got work to do. Right now I'm letting the bathroom chemicals do their thing.
As one does.
To clarify, I'm not, deconstituting a body. I'm just cleaning.
For the record.
Fortunately, that's not what I assumed.
Normally I'd keep going, but without getting into a lot of private detail and not naming company names, but the inhalation injury I suffered a few years back, let's just say that I don't feel like I'm not in any danger, but I take it carefully around stringent house cleaning products.
Hmm.
What I'm hearing is you're not huffing bleach constantly. That's probably a good thing.
You have 17 eyebrows and all of them look terrible.
This is what, when you get to a certain point with customization, it's like, what's the purpose? None of them look good.
Yeah, that's always unfortunate.
The
Expression.
Battletech Advanced mod, you can just put a helmet on your character and then you don't have to look at them.
Very nice.
I don't know why they didn't implement that as a feature here, but,
None of these
Yes, make it look-
none of these expressions are good either.
you can just make it look vaguely concerned. Look at the shifty eyes.
Oh yeah, when I played Mass Effect, I did not go with stock male Shepard. I tried to go
ugly
my
Shepard.
own way, and I don't know if I have the photos anywhere, but I tried to go for a combination John Cena, Steve Rogers look, make him look like an all-American boy, and he was pretty ugly. Which made all of the constant women throwing themselves at him very funny.
Hey, as long as you're not 5'11" or below, you're good.
I think I forget. Is there a height option in Mass Effect?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Why can I make my lips blue?
It's funny, they give you all of these weirdos and they don't let you make like stereotypical 80s man,
Hmm.
which is like really what Battletech's all about.
Oh, is
You
it
have the giant
Battletech?
mullet and the mustache and like
So I feel like if that's what Battletech is, I've never actually watched him, and I know apparently there's some sort of underage controversy surrounding him. But I feel like I'd want my mech warrior character to look like my pilot to look like Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that-
that kind of 80s look. Yeah.
That giant mullet and the. Although I'd probably go with more of like a Hulk Hogan mustache and goatee, since I like that look.
The Hulkster would be perfect.
King Crab's gonna break it down on you, brother.
Basically.
What you gonna do when these twin pincher laser cannons come for you?
Wow, this is something.
He's kind of giving you like the drunk bedroom eyes right now.
You know
Why
what?
would you say that?
That is the that's the perfect. Go with it. Just go with this. Go with this. You get to look at this space freak in the bottom
I'm
corner
okay.
of the screen for the rest of the game.
Oh man. Alright.
What's your call sign?
I'm just imagining. Well, we could both pilot the urban mech, unless.
What if I parked my urban mech next to yours?
I'm Steinerson.
Call sign.
What if we kissed on Tucaid? JK, unless.
Here, I will be
It's like they did not recommend the snoo with elementals. Let's put it that way.
I'll be Frank Stein. Oh, House Steiner.
You gotta have a call sign.
Have his call sign be Doctor.
Doc.
Yeah.
Doctor.
Dunks on Cretans.
I think that looks perfect. Dude, this guy's a winner. Just look at him.
Yeah. He looks like
This is
he
the person
came
who
here to laugh
saved
at
the
you.
Oregon Reach. Or Oregon, not Oregon. You know what I mean?
Gotta help the Feather Crown lady.
So they say minor state. We've got the big fat jerk brother-in-law.
Santiago Espinosa. What time is it?
Late.
Hmm.
Must you sleep?
I think we'll push through this tutorial and then call it a night. Oh wait, hang on. I should see if I won my eBay auction or not. May actually be around for the final bids. I thought I would be asleep by now. But this is not actually showing me. Oh wait, or did I? Oh. Well, it was supposed to end tonight.
What you bidding on?
Fruit.
Ooh.
Hang on a minute.
Like
I got it.
crude or not crude?
No, real crude.
Hmm.
And what is a crute?
Is that? Are you asking a joke question, or do you want to be enlightened with a Warhammer lore dump?
Uh,
That auction get taken down? It was supposed to end like in 20 minutes,
Hmm.
but it's not showing up under. Oh, it did end. When did Oh, it ended 7 minutes ago. Oh well. Yeah, no, I was not gonna pay that much anyway. So
Command
Crute
interface
are
initiated.
basically, you could call them like Games Workshop trying to do the Predator, but they're more interesting than that, and it's really not a direct one-to-one rip-off either. They're basically like birdmen that evolve based off of the enemies they devour. They were originally introduced as mercenary auxiliaries for the Tau to give them some close combat power, kind of ish.
That sounds like Gene Stealers, but I know that's a Tyranid thing.
And so like, if the Gene Stealer is the xenomorph, the Crute's more like, over time, as the tribe feeds on different warriors, their evolution changes. So they're all led by shapers that basically guide them on like, this is what you should eat, this is what you shouldn't eat, because otherwise you end up with Crute hounds or Crutox that are considered like evolutionary dead ends.
Well, you are what you eat, you know.
Yeah.
The ones I painted back in the day were Crute that had fed on orcs because it gave them a toughness bonus. So they were a nice orky green color and had like orc bits of armor and stuff. Okay. Alright, Wazda about.
Incidentally, you mentioned Shapers and Gene Stealers. Shapers are also the ones that, when they do fight Tyranids, to make sure that they don't get infected or change too much, the Shapers will go around after they've, bitten or eaten some Tyranid material and then figure out if you're still clean or not, or if they have to kill you and dispose of your corpse.
Basically, you'll see these dots, and those are hexes.
Okay.
So, there you go. And those two lines, basically, you've got the direction, what your
Edges of
mech
your
can
line
actually
of
shoot
sight.
at. Yeah. So that's your shooting sort of like range left to right. And then if you have a red line, that means you're in firing range with a weapon. Direct line of sight. Indirect line of sight is for like missiles and stuff.
Gotcha. Not the
So they're gonna have you
Urbies.
shoot an Urbie. Yep, this is all just like Urbie punishment. So then you can see your hit with each of the weapons, and you can fire weapons in different groups and stuff like that. But long story short, your blackjack is pretty averagely set up. It's got 2 AC2s, and it's got 4 medium lasers. Bottom left of the screen, there's like a little bit of orange in that bar. That's your heat bar.
Gotcha.
Basically, this thing does not run very hot. You can just keep shooting and shooting and shooting for quite a while before you'll notice the heat.
And then basically, if I try and do a specific target,
you can't do that unless there's a called shot happening. What that's showing you is you can just mouse over and see what's on each individual part of the mech.
gotcha.
A called shot will actually bring up another graphic in the middle of the screen, which lets you actually pick the individual bit to shoot at, which will become important later.
Okay.
But pretty much, they just want you to press fire. Not terribly
Gotcha.
exciting, but we can watch the... Seeing the mech turns a little bit, it's kind of funny. That poor urban mech.
It turns, take it out with a rear angle shot. Okay.
So the big gimmick is that depending on the angle you're shooting from, you're hitting different parts of target, right? Basically,
Gotcha.
everything has very low armor in the rear. So for now, though, they're just getting you to shoot at it anyways.
That's with everything. Oh,
Yeah,
I
you
see. I can
let
check.
it all go.
I
Yep.
can check some weapons and not others.
All weapons committed.
Now, because he's in cover in trees, he's taking less damage.
Yup. I was
And they
going to
have him
look at
turn and move
somebody
away.
else.
So now his back is exposed. It's pretty straightforward. And you can see
Oh
there's
yeah,
that
now
little
I've got
bit
rear
red.
aspect.
Yeah,
All
that's one thing you'd like to see.
enemy unit destroyed.
And blackjacks have jump jets.
Okay, and it'll
So
tell
with
me.
jump jets, you
Oh, yeah,
can
I'm
face
using
yourself in
jump
any
jets.
direction after you jump. They do generate a little bit of heat.
Enemy detected.
That's not that much heat. They're doing tutorials.
And now I've lost my jump jets.
So you can see it has melee highlighted.
Yeah.
So you just click on him and hit attack, and you're gonna walk up and you're gonna kick him in the shins really hard.
Engaging physical attack.
Oh, headbutt, even better.
Very cool.
Yes. Slam the cockpit into the enemy.
Surely this will not damage us.
Oh shoot, there's a kid waking up. Alright, that might be the
Oh,
cue
boy.
to end stream.
We might be running out of
Okay.
time.
Alright, take care everybody.
Okay.
Yep.
Good night.